Hello people, welcome back to the channel. If you recognise that phone box, you'll know exactly where I am. If you don't, I'm in the Eskdale Valley in very different conditions to the last video. All the snow's gone, not quite out of winter yet, so I'm still packing the all the winter gear. The sun is out. It's every now and again you get a slight breeze, a bit chilling on the hands. Just reminds you that spring's on its way, but we're not quite there yet. So my plan is to head up the Great Moss Valley, which I think is one of the best walks in the Lake District. I've done it loads of times. The last time I was here was last April. We're now March, so it's nearly a year ago, and it was boiling hot weather when I did it. So I'm going to get to the end of the Great Moss Valley. Plan A is to go up onto a summit that's in front of Scafell Pike. I've never been up there and I'm not too sure I can get a tent pitched. So if that fails, plan B is to come back down and camp at the end of the valley. Forecast for the next few days, it's a bit of a breeze as you can hear. MWIS giving 20 to 30 mile an hour winds and a -3 overnight. Mountain forecast are giving 10 to 15 mile an hour winds and -3 overnight, so at least they got the temperatures right. So let's crack on, let's get up this valley. Clear that water is, absolutely gorgeous, and this valley gets better and better the higher you go. Frog spawn, that's got to be the first sign of spring. If this wind would drop, it'd be a really nice day. It's just every now and again you get a bit of a gust, and it's quite an icy gust, so you kind of warm up a little bit and then you get this real icy gust hit you, and it just slightly reminds you it's still winter. But I don't think spring's so far off now. We're not that far from Easter now, so hopefully temperatures should start warming up. We can start bringing out the lighter packs, the summer gear. Not that we get a summer in the UK. Woo. If it gets any colder, I have to put my gloves on. Just look at how blue that water is. It looks so inviting. On a hot summer's day, that would be perfect. But not today. It'd be a bit too cold. That plunge pool after plunge pool. So we're about 2.5 miles into the walk. We're just approaching a Lynn Cove bridge, and I'm going to take the rucksack off and stop there for a bit, and then we'll start heading up that way. So you can see the valley behind me. That's the way I've come up. Relatively flat, You get a little bit of gain as you're going, but not much. The real hard work is about to start. But in surroundings like this, you can't really call it work. Absolutely love this valley, and it's so remote. I've seen 2 people all day and they're ahead of me. This is the Lake District. This is the proper Lake District. Everyone goes to Helvellyn and Scafell Pike, all the touristy stuff. But for me, this is what the Lake District's all about. Solitude, remote valleys, and just gorgeous scenery. Fantastic. Well, the person that went to Specsavers needs to go back again, because you obviously didn't see that you'd left your Specsavers case. I'll take it home, put it in the bin. Right, we've had a little 20-minute break. Put the windbreaker on. Ooh, just in time, I think. It was actually quite warm sat on that rock, because down there you're out the wind. I think the sun's been warming it up all day. Trekking poles out. Start making our way up. Let's get going. So I'm still making my way up, following the gorge, which is down there. And one of the best views has just come into view. So you've got Scafell Pike, England's highest mountain, and then you've got Hill Crag to the right of it, and then behind it is Broad Crag. Where I'm going to try and get to is this pointy bit at the front, which is called Pen. But there's no path to it, and it looks very big and very steep, so we shall see when we get nearer. The waterfalls are still down there, which is pretty stunning. You do get a better view of the gorge if you go on the other side. There is a bit of a faint path on that side, but as you can see it's very rocky, quite loose and scrambly. I have gone that way once, and you do get a better view of the gorge, but if you get it wrong, you're ending up down there, which is a long way down. And we don't want to end up down there. Right, let's keep heading on up to the head of the Great Moss Valley. So 5 miles in, or just over 5 miles in, and we are at the head of the Great Moss Valley. It's absolutely stunning. If you look around, you've got a better view of Scafell Pike, and then I am heading up here, this one in front. Got a bow fell over there, the pointy one, and then the crinkle crags. Look at this for a dry stone wall. Goes all the way up to the top of Scafell Pike, Scafell, sorry, which is over the other side. Imagine getting a builder in today. I'd like you to give us a quote on putting a wall up that goes up the side of a mountain. I think it's what they did years ago when all the land was owned by lords and barons, and they just put all these dry stone walls everywhere, separating sheep from one bit of land to the other bit of land. But yeah, fair play to the people who did that, and they probably did it hundreds of years ago, and it's still there. This must have been some sort of dwelling, some sort of sheep dwelling or something. It's quite a big structure. Not too sure what it was, but what an amazing valley. Yeah, absolutely fantastic around here. The two people that I saw earlier, they stopped at the bridge, had some sandwiches where I stopped, and then they turned around and gone back. So as far as I'm aware, I'm the only person in this valley. So if you don't like solitude, this isn't the place for you. But I absolutely love it, it's fantastic. You've just not got to get it wrong, because it could be days before anyone finds you in this valley. Right, I'm going to stop here I think for a bit, 10 minutes or something, have a drink. I might have a bite to eat, and then we'll carry on and get up that lump, and hopefully we can get pitched on the top of it. Hopefully. So we're on the move again. Decided to ditch the windbreaker. The wind's just completely died off now, so I was getting a bit too hot. That outcrop of rock where the big boulders are behind me, that is Cam Sprout Crag, and that is going to be plan B if plan A doesn't go to plan. So I'm going to come back and probably pitch up somewhere around there. But yeah, as I'm getting nearer, it's getting bigger and steeper. That one up there. See how we get on. I just hope when I get to the top of it, I can put the tent somewhere and get the pegs in. We shall see. So that's the waterfall that I went up last year. Went up the side of that and camped up on Scafell, which is just over to the left. So you got Scafell Pike, which is up there, and I'm heading up to there, up to that pointy bit, and that is the summit of Pen, and I'm hoping I can get pitched somewhere around here. Right, so we've come off the valley floor, which is down there. We've come up this bit so far, and I'm just making my way up here. So I'm going to carry on up the steep bit, and then to the right and across like a little stream. And depending on how high that stream goes, that's where I'll get my water from. So this is Pillar, not the Pillar that we all know in Eskdale. That's another Pillar. And Pen, where I'm heading, is behind it. So yeah, straight up to the right, and then it starts to level out. There is what looks like remnants of a path, but I can't tell if it's a proper path or where the sheep have been walking. So we've done that bit from the valley. Look at that for a view. Because I've just banged my trekking poles, my Garmin's just gone into SOS mode. It's thought the shock of the trekking poles was me falling. Anyway, look at that for a view. That's the way I've come up today. So if you think that's steep, I'm going to go up this now and then round. All good fun. This to me looks like a path. So it must have been a faint path down there. There's no way sheep have done this. Right, I'm going to put the camera away because I've got quite a loose scree section here. I'll bring you back when we get past it. Not quite there yet. Still got this bit to go. Just going to go straight up that. You kind of come across a bit of a path, or what looks like a path, and then it's gone. It looks like there's something here. Winds up. So I'm going to follow that. But yeah, that's the way I've come up. Through all that scree. And then up this way. But as you can see, it's almost vertical. When you've got 16 kilos of camping gear, it does make it a little bit more challenging. Because of the weight of the rucksack, really got to lean in to the fell, so otherwise it's pulling me backwards, and it'd only have to do it once and then end up down there. There's actually someone coming down. There's actually two people coming down. A couple of fell runners. Hi mate. So we've reached the plateau bit at the top where it kind of flattens out. That was almost a full-on scramble that, by the time I got to the top. Yeah, all hands and feet required. I couldn't believe it. As I was nearing the top, I've seen two people all day, and that was hours ago. And as I was nearing the top, two fell runners came flying past me going down. All right, mate. Couldn't believe it. Right, let's get up to Pen. So we've made it to the summit of Pen, or we're in between summits. There's one over there and there's one that way. I think that one there behind me is the highest point. There's actually still snow up here, little patches dotted around here and there, and there's lots of places to pitch, so thank goodness for that. I was pretty certain there was. So I'm going to get the tent sorted. I need to drop back down a little bit to where the stream is and get some water, and then come back up, obviously. Get my down jacket on, because I reckon I've got probably an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half before that sets. And then I imagine the temperatures are going to plummet. So right, I'll get all sorted and I'll catch you in a bit. So we're all pitched up, although I am now in the shade. Not me, the tent. She's down there. Just watching the last of the sunset over Scafell. So we've got Scafell Pike, got Broad Crag, Hill Crag up there, and then we've got Bowfell, Crinkle Crags, and then the Great Moss Valley down there, which is the way I've come up. Absolutely fantastic. Camping amongst the giants tonight, definitely. There is patches of snow here and there, so it's not all completely gone. And as soon as you step into the shade, it is quite cold. So I imagine it's definitely going to drop into the minuses. So as I said earlier, there's a summit cairn over there that I've been to. But I think the true summit of Pen is over there. So let's go and have a wander before that sun sets. So this is the official summit of Pen. It's 768 metres. It's not a Wainwright. I believe it's a Burkitt, which is another author. I'm not doing the Burkitts, but if I was, I've done one. Look at the view down into the valley. I know it's all in the shade now, but yeah, that's cool. You can see where I've come today, followed the river all the way up, set off down here. Sun's gone down now. So you've got Scafell here, and then Broad Strand, with Mickledore next to it, below it. And then obviously Scafell Pike. So if you watched my video 24 hours in the mist that I did in November, where I couldn't see anything, this was the route that I actually took. So if you could have seen anything, I was walking all the way along here and then up to Scafell Pike. But you couldn't see anything on that video. It was totally clagged in for the entire time. But yeah, as you can see, I literally am walking into the abyss. Right, I think I'm going to get back to the tent, get the kettle on, and make something to eat, I think. Yeah, let's do that. See See you back at the tent. Cheers everyone. Right, so I'm all fastened up in the tent. I've had my tea, which was spicy pasta arrabbiata, which was quite spicy. I have had it before, but yeah, it is a bit of a spicy one, that. Washed it down with a cheeky can of beer. Obviously it's gone dark now, went dark about 6:45, so it is starting to get a little bit lighter at night. The wind's dropped to almost nothing. Just a ever so slight breeze. I did go out before and did some star shots because it is quite a clear night. So I'm just going to have the Milky Way hot chocolate and finish a bag of cheesy things off, and then I think I'm going to get some shut-eye. So I shall see you all in the morning. Night for now. Morning. And what a morning. Look at it. Clear as anything. Sun's up. There's just a very slight breeze every now and again. Slept well. Yeah, perfect. Tent is bone dry. Absolutely bone dry. Could hear a few crows through the night. Squawking. I can still hear them now. There, don't know if you could hear them then. But yeah, what a view to wake up to. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to make a brew. I'm in no rush to pack up. I don't think anybody's going to be coming to this summit, although I did see 2 fell runners yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to have a brew and enjoy this for a while, I think, and then we'll get packed up. Right then, bags on back, you know the score. We'll leave no trace, there's nothing there now. I'm going to head off towards Scafell Pike and I'm going to stay for another night, but I'm not too sure where I'm going to head to. I might go up onto Scafell, I might drop back down into the valley, I don't know. So if you want to see where I end up, hopefully I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching part 1, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.